KRON 4 is giving you the best seat in the house for a live air show. This is the Blue Angels live on KRON 4.
Good afternoon and welcome to Blue Angels Live in downtown sunny San Francisco. A beautiful day to go flying or to watch people go flying, and that's what we're doing. Welcome to KRON 4's special broadcast of the Blue Angels Live. I'm Ken Wayne, along with my co-host, Laura Einsettler. We're going to be giving you all the play-by-play about what's going on over the next couple of hours. Of course, we're going to wrap it all up with the big Blue Angels show later on this afternoon. But first, Laura, you have a lot of history with airplanes. You're a pilot. You've flown for the military. You fly for a commercial airline. You've been involved in the air shows, so give me a little background so people know that you know what you're talking about here.
Well, thank you, Ken. It's fantastic to be back here with you and the KRON 4 team, enjoying Fleet Week and celebrating the military. I had a chance to do some military contract flying, and also I was an air show director, flew aerobatics. I fly big jets for a major U.S. airline, and of course we love airplanes and flying. All right. Well, right now we're looking at well, that's not the Patriots, that's the Oracle pilot.
That's the Lucas pilot. I'm sorry, not
Mike
Oracle,
Wiskus.
Lucas. What do you know about this aircraft?
Well, this is Mike Wiskus flying the S-111B, otherwise known as a super stinker. It's a 1,200 pounds, 300 horsepower, and it's just highly modified. So as you watch Mike fly, you can see him do 360-degree roll in just a split second.
And this plane is specially built to handle some serious G-forces. This is a reinforced structure so that the wings don't go flying off from the G-forces, right?
That's exactly right. The Pitts is a fantastic airplane to fly. Had a chance to fly it myself for a while. And you can see Lucas has been sponsoring Mike Wiskus for almost 20 years now. And flying this airplane is just a pure joy. So he's having fun.
What's really interesting is 300 horsepower. I mean, there's a lot of cars that have more than 300 horsepower, but this kind of performance from that little amount of horsepower seems extraordinary.
Well, it's because it's so light in weight, so
right.
The thrust-to-weight ratio, they can just really do all kinds of maneuvers like that.
Okay, the L-39s from the Patriots were just up as we were going on the air, so I guess they've just wrapped up, and now we have the Lucas plane. We want to check in now with our Noel Bello, who is down by the water. Noel, where are you exactly, and what do you got going on down there?
Well, I am here out at Municipal Pier. Ken and Laura, hi guys. I'm so excited to be here. I've actually never seen the Blue Angels fly. I've never been to Fleet Week before. I came here in 2019 and I did watch them as they landed at Oakland International Airport back then. It was almost like I got a private little mini show then, but I know that today is going to be really, really fun. It's already been great. We've seen some parachuters from, at the very, very beginning. It was absolutely incredible to watch them with the American flag. And now, of course, over the last hour or so, we've really started to see some fun tricks. I always get a little nervous as they get close to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then they just pop right up. I'm really, really excited to see what the Blue Angels have in store for us later today, and glad to be here at Municipal Pier, just across from Aquatic Park here. So we've got the best seats in the house, unless we were on the water. I think that's the best seats in the house, but we're a very, very close second here at Municipal Pier.
Down there, and couldn't ask for a better day. And Laura, what cracks me up about these shows that's so funny is that everything that we're watching pilots do right now, completely against the rules if you're doing it by yourself in this airspace, right?
Yes, that's right, because San Francisco, we have all kinds of airplanes coming in and out of the airspace. But, aerobatic pilots, we have aerobatic designated box areas. And so you can find out exactly where those areas are and go to that area away from any structures or people and get squirrely.
Right, but to have the Blue Angels fly, just a few hundred feet or less above the water and over the city, typically that's not something that a pilot is allowed to do, but they get an exception because this is a special situation.
Yeah.
You have to be at least 1,000 feet over a congested area, right?
Exactly, and you would know because you fly as well.
Right. I don't fly anything like these planes, but I have a basic understanding of the FAA regulations, just enough to try to stay out of trouble. We're going to go to some tape now as we watch Lucas, but we were mentioning the Patriot pilots, and they fly a really interesting, real sleek-looking jet. So let's go to that video. We're talking about the L-39, and I know there are a bunch of versions of that particular aircraft, but it's my understanding, and I've been in one, it's a the Czech Republic, the one I think I was in, but you would know more than that about that particular aircraft.
Yeah, it's actually a Yugoslavian-built two-seat jet trainer, single engine, and a very good friend of mine is the number 5 pilot, Scott Pardvet, aka Intake, and it's amazing, this team. It's the vision of Randy Howell, who wanted an elite world-class privately owned jet team. It's only one of 2 in the entire world, and those L-39s, 7,200 pounds, 3,800 pounds of thrust, so they can just go and go. Yeah, and they have a beautiful glass canopy. I guess we don't have the video, but beautiful glass canopy over the cockpit, which gives you an amazing view, similar to the FA-18, which is, I mean, you can look 360 degrees around and pretty much see everything you need to see. That's right, and it's makes for great visibility, and being a trainer like that, so the pilots can train and then move along to their next assignment. We had our Cron 4's Jonathan McCall, who's also a Navy veteran, went up with the Blue Angels a couple. Okay, now here's the Patriots. I was trying to compare the different G-forces that the different aircraft typically pull. He pulled 7.5 Gs in the FA-18. I don't know what these guys are pulling, and the pit certainly has to be pulling some serious Gs. Yes, well, the L-39, they can pull +8, -4 Gs. Okay. And, you know, this elite team is made up of 2 former Navy Blue Angel pilots, 2 former Air Force Thunderbird pilots, and 3 civilian formation pilots. And where are they based out of? They're based right here. That's what They're the hometown jet team. And are they in Byron? Is that where they keep the planes? They keep them in Byron. Okay. And this weekend, their performance was sponsored by so many different companies to be able to allow us to enjoy this patriotic tribute. And talk about a G. We know G stands for gravity. So when you say 8 Gs, explain what that means. Well, you feel 8 times your body weight. Right. So, like, if you weigh 200 pounds, you feel like you weigh 1,600 pounds. That's right. I mean, you can't lift your hand up because you're just so pulled down by that severe G-force. Yeah. So then we talk about the G-force phase, like that, or a negative G, where it's you know, we're floating. Right. And the thing about well, we'll get into the Blue Angels a little bit later, and G-forces. We have some other aircraft we want to show off. These are beautiful planes. I just think they're really sexy looking. They're very sleek. They have real nice lines. What do you think? Oh, well, yes, because I flew both of those. So, of course, I was very excited. Yeah, we're talking about P3. So tell me what these are. What do they do? Well, you know, being in the Navy, as a Navy man that you are, so the P3 is P3 Orion. They use in the Navy for sub hunting. That's the prop version. Yeah, the prop version. Yeah. And, yeah, they have the Allison T56 engines, 4,500 horsepower apiece, and they do a great job finding submarines. That's the P3. You can see the propellers. The P8 is a jet engine. Is that the main distinction between the two? Yeah, so the new transition is the P8 Poseidon, which is a 737 modified for the military to take over some of the duties of the P3 Orion. Okay, so P stands for patrol. The military always has an acronym for everything. So P, it's a patrol plane. And the P3 is basically a sub-hunter. So they used to have them at Moffett Field down on the peninsula, and they would go out on missions out across the Pacific, basically to track Soviet-era submarines, correct? Yeah, that's right. So other pilots that have also flown both of those airplanes have said, the P3 does a great job down low. It doesn't burn that much fuel.
Right.
Whereas the P8 actually does a great job up higher for surveillance.
And what they do, and what they used to do, and I'm not giving away any military secrets or anything, because
well, they didn't have to kill you.
I never had access to that kind of stuff, but I know that they would drop sonar buoys in the water, and the sonar buoys would then ping and try to detect submarines, and that's how they would track them. So the P3s would be flying around. And the thing about a P3 that was so important is that they had to stay in the air a long, long time.
Yes.
On these missions. So they'd be like out for 10 hours plus out doing a patrol, right?
Right. And also, sometimes they were used for, I think, some of the weather systems as well.
Yeah. When I was stationed in the Philippines, I got invited to go out on a P3 patrol out of QB Point Naval Air Station, and I was all excited about it. They wanted me to do a story on them for the military broadcasting over there, and then they said, oh, we'll be out for about 10 hours, and I said, hang on a second. I talked to one of my buddies at work. I said, hey, you want to go on a P3 patrol? Sounds like a lot of fun. He goes, yeah. So I let him go and spend 10 hours in the plane because I thought that was a long, long time to be in a plane.
Yeah, well, at least usually there's up to 13 crew members on it, so
So they take
probably
turns.
a party in the sky.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get you back up to speed with the air show. You're watching Blue Angels Live right here on Cron 4. We'll be right back.
More amazing aerobatics coming up on Cron 4's Blue Angels Live.
That's right, but they call this the Viper. Why is that?
The Viper, yeah, because it looks so sleek, like a viper snake.
And this thing was built for the Air Force as a fighter jet, right? Or is it just a trainer?
No, this is absolutely a fighter jet. They load up. It goes Mach 2, and Mach 2. Can you imagine?
Mach 2, twice the speed of sound. So that's somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,400 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Roughly, because you figure the speed of sound, I know the speed of sound changes depending on the air pressure and the altitude you're at and all of that, but roughly the speed of sound is a little more than 700 miles an hour. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can climb at over 20,000 feet per minute and light all the way up to 50,000 feet. Just point it up, afterburner, and go.
So just for my perspective, I fly a Cessna 182 with the top speed of like 120 knots, which is not very fast, and I climb at 500 feet a minute. This thing climbs at 20,000 feet a minute.
Yes.
That's a big difference.
It's like flying on a rocket, I think.
Yeah, you point it up and you go. It's a really, really pretty plane, and it's still in service in the military. And it's been around a long time, hasn't it?
It has been around, yeah, since the 70s, and it really has been the excellent fighter jet for the Air Force. And as you can see, he's showing off the performance of the F-16. They, when they're doing the demos like this, they take off the 2 external fuel tanks,
right,
and they just run off the little bit of fuel on the internal, and obviously don't carry missiles. And so it can go for as much as 30 minutes in afterburner and up to an hour and a half before they have to refuel.
When you say afterburner, that's basically full throttle, everything the engine's got, sucking as much fuel as it can handle, right?
That's right.
So full power for 30 minutes, that seems like a really long time.
Yes, well, you know, during these demos, they use a lot of afterburner, so he's showing off all the capabilities you can see there.
And you see the little water vapor cloud on the top of the wing. Explain how that happens. We have a clear day, and it's making its own little condensation there.
Yeah, that's the basically Venturi effect, right, over the wings. And so you have the moisture coming off the wings, making the vapor like that. It's just beautiful.
And for people who see the planes flying and they see just a commercial jet flying across the sky with that trail behind it, that's water condensation as well, right?
Yes.
I know we're going to get letters and emails from the chemtrail people, but it's just water vapor, correct?
It's just like your car on a cold day. When your car exhaust makes the white clouds there, so do aircraft.
Or when you're standing outside in Tahoe on a cold day and you breathe, and that's just water vapor. When a hot jet engine is up there at 40,000 feet, and the air goes through the jet engine, comes out the other side, it's heated and it comes out back into the cold air, and that's the water vapor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Hopefully we dispelled some of those conspiracy theories out there. I understand we're now going to the T-38, which T-33, my mistake. And T, again, we're getting into the acronyms. The P was for patrol. We just had the F-16, F is for fighter, and the T stands for trainer.
Trainer.
Yeah. So what do we know about the T-33? This is an old school plane, isn't it?
Yeah, it was actually one of the very first jet it was the very first jet trainer. And this is Greg Coiler, who's flying this beautiful T-33 performance today. And I just found out last night that Greg's actually been an air traffic controller for a long time.
Huh.
So every now and again you have air traffic crossing over with the pilot world.
Yeah, it's funny because you talk to air traffic controllers, and a lot of them are not pilots and kind of don't understand your situation sometimes when you're communicating with them. But when you are a pilot and an air traffic controller is a pilot, they can relate that if you're trying to get something done, and it makes it a little bit better experience when you're trying to communicate, right?
It's absolutely great. Anytime you can have dual or even triple qualifications in the aviation arena, it just makes things even more safer.
Wow, he's really zooming along there. You get the perspective when you can see something against the plane that's not moving. It gives you a sense of just how fast he's going. You said this was the first jet trainer, so I'm guessing the jet age really started to come around in the 50s, right? Is that about correct? So this is what maybe Korean War era pilots were learning in?
Absolutely, yes. And he has the smoke on, so you can see that. And Greg gets down pretty low.
And talk about the smoke. This is actually some kind of a mineral oil or something that is just heated up that creates that kind of vapor?
Yeah, it's almost like a vegetable oil.
Vegetable
so
oil.
it's safe for the environment.
Okay.
It just allows us to see the aircraft better.
And see the direction that it's gone, and a lot of times when you're doing the loops and so on, it really gives you, especially when it's still and not so windy, you can see exactly the precision that these planes follow. I mean, they'll make a perfect oval in the sky, and it's just amazing that they're able to hold that while they're pulling the G's and putting this plane through the paces and just executing that thing so perfectly.
It's so much fun. We're gonna roll your the Cessna 182 soon, Ken. We're gonna go up and do it.
All right, so we just mentioned Jonathan McCall a moment ago, and we talked about he had a chance to fly with the Blue Angels. Let's take a look at his trip.
Oh.
Really excited, really pumped, and yeah, just ready to get it done.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, getting a chance to ride shotgun with the world-famous Navy Blue Angels.
And you just have to let go and do everything really quick.
Before the flight, there's plenty of preparation. First, instructions on how to avoid blacking out inside of the cockpit, which buttons I could and could not touch, and what to do just in case of an emergency. After that, it was go time, jumping into my jumpsuit, the same size from when I was in the Navy. From there, it was a short walk to the flight line to climb inside of an F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet. This Blue Angels fleet, all brand new. In fact, I'm just the second person in the Bay Area to ride in one. After popping my helmet on, I got some last-minute instructions from the crew chief. Then, I got to meet the man leading me on this adventure, Navy Lieutenant Commander Julius Bratton, a 10-year naval officer. After a last-minute inspection, I give the thumbs up, and it's time to roll. In a matter of seconds, we're flying high above the Bay Area.
All right, Jonathan. Hit the parallel runway. Just gonna move. Ready? Right close for takeoff. Clear for takeoff. 2-8 right, close traffic. Warrior. Nice job, Jonathan.
For Bratton, there's never a bad day at the office.
There's nothing like it. That's one of the beauties of flying, is you get to see the world from this perspective, and I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's a majestic view that very few ever get to see up close. For me, I was soaking in every single second I could. But after cruising for a few moments, the real fun was just about to start.
Question for you. Are you susceptible to motion sickness that you know of?
No, I am not.
That's awesome. Well, we are gonna have ourselves a good time. All right, let's roll the bird and get downhill. Here we go. Rolling the bird to the right. And we're upside down. Little ease. All right. And we are inverted. Oh. What's the legs? Little pull. There's 2, and there's 3 G's right there.
After 45 minutes, it was back home, but not without one last maneuver just to show off. A high-flying ride that this reporter and Navy veteran won't forget anytime soon. In Oakland, Jonathan McCall, Cron 4 News.
Sweet.
Archer.
I love that story, especially his laughing, and I think he's still laughing. He had such a good time on that trip. It's something else to go fly with the Blue Angels.
Well, and Ken, you said you had a chance to.
About 12, 15 years ago, I got to do it too, and you get to do it once in your life if you're lucky enough to even be asked, and that's it. You got to treasure that moment because you only get to do it one time. But Jonathan was a little, he was proud that he wasn't, he didn't get sick, and he didn't pass out. But he was pretty wobbly, and in fact, that story was supposed to air the day he flew. He wasn't quite ready to put that story together. He had to take a little nap and take a little break, get his sea legs back, and then he ran that story the next day. So, but he had a great time.
That is fantastic. I'm jealous, I have to say.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got a lot more action coming up, including the Blue Angels. They're just about ready to take to the skies. We'll be right back.
More amazing aerobatics coming up on Cron 4's Blue Angels Live.
One of those jets.
Absolutely. So the Blue Angels operate a bit differently than our forward deployed squadrons in that, we're really showcasing the tactical expertise of our aviators and also the capabilities of the aircraft. So you're going to see a lot of high G, high performance flight and a lot of precision flight. So you're going to see tight maneuvers. You're going to see, some of those diamond formations. Our 1 through 4 pilots flying 18 inches wingtip to canopy, and that's a 50-foot wingspan aircraft. 4 of those flying tight formations, which super impressive. And then, some of those G profiles that these maneuvers, conduct are going to top out at about 7.5 Gs. So what that means is your body weight's going to feel 7 times heavier at various points of the performance. So it's absolutely incredible.
It's always so impressive when it almost seems like these jets are weightless up at the top. That is my favorite part because you almost hold your breath while you're doing it. I know that that's not what the pilots are doing, though.
Yes, no, absolutely not. And, it takes about 10 years, about 1,200 flight hours for these pilots to come to the team and get ready to try out. And, they get put through a very rigorous training regimen that lasts from November through March of the following year. About 150 training sorties in that period to get them ready for the next show season. So these are highly talented professional experts that are flying these demos.
Well, and I'm sure the Golden Gate Bridge makes it even a little bit more tedious when it comes to these tricks, right?
So the urban sort of layout of San Francisco is inherently a more challenging show site for us, which is why, we tend to schedule it at the end of the year so that the pilots have a whole season to, learn how to maneuver around different terrain environments. It definitely is an expert level show site for us, but it's very exciting, very scenic, and we have a lot of team members from this area too. So it's always fantastic to get out and, get into the community, have a touch point with our hometowns. So it's really, really an amazing experience for us.
Well, I know we have so much more to show everyone. Lieutenant Dietland, thank you so much for joining me. We'll have more from Lieutenant Dietland coming up a little bit later on in the show, but I want to send it back to you guys. Ken, I hear you have a question for us.
Well, real quick, I was talking to some folks from the air show, and they said that this air show in particular is one of the most popular in the world, and that the Navy really likes doing this air show in particular because it's flying over the bay, over the Golden Gate Bridge, over the city, and all of that. I'm just wondering how they feel about being in San Francisco and what that experience is like.
The Blue Angels love San Francisco. You know, we have plenty of team members that are from Southern California. We have friends and family who are here with us right down the water there, watching, you know, their friends and family perform, you know, all the way from the pilots to our maintainer. So we have about 150 squadron personnel that are all out here getting these jets up in the air. And so we love the people, we love the energy of San Francisco, we love Fleet Week, and we love the opportunity to showcase the 800,000 men and women who are out there in the Marine Corps and the Navy doing the mission in a forward deployed environment. And so thank you much for having us.
Well, and also, obviously, we didn't have the air show last year. You guys weren't able to be here. Like you said, this is just your second year with them, too. So this must be really exciting for you to finally be out here.
It is. So when we are new team members, we actually report to the squadron in September every year. So the last time I was here in 2019, and I was not a full-fledged Blue Angel at that point. I was a new team member just observing. And so this is really incredible to be on the other side of that experience now, executing an air show and supporting, you know, this operation here that we have. Absolutely.
Well, we are so excited to see what you guys have cooked up for us. Ken and Laura, I'll send it back to you.
Well, it's nice to have people up here from Southern California. Laura, I know you're from Southern California as well, and I will take this blue as Blue Angels blue and not Dodger blue, right?
It's absolutely Blue Angels blue,
okay,
and everything in the sky.
All right, good. Go Giants. All right, we're going to take a quick break, or are we going to the T-38s? We're going to the T-38s. Let's go to the T-38s. Laura, tell us about the T-38.
So the T-38 is a supersonic two-seat, two-engine jet trainer for the Air Force. So when the pilots go through flight training, they first start on a T-37 tweet, and they advance to the T-38 supersonic jet trainer, as you see over the bay.
Okay. They might have already disappeared, but I think I was, if I recall correctly, is the T-38 the one that was flying with the space shuttle when it landed at Edwards Air Force Base, or not?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay. It's a very sleek looking, similar maybe to the L-39, not exactly, but real sharp features.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it has so much thrust because it has the two different engines, 2,900 pounds, and it can climb at 33,000 feet per minute.
All right, you can see the big crowd standing by because we really are just minutes away now from the Blue Angels. Fat Albert's going to be here in just a couple of minutes. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll have all that action when we come back. Stay with us.
More amazing aerobatics coming up on Cron 4's Blue Angels Live. We now return to Cron 4's Blue Angels Live.
Welcome back to Blue Angels Live. Ken Wayne along with Laura Einsettler, and we are very close now to the Blue Angels. We are looking at a United Airlines 777, a Boeing 777. Laura, this is your wheelhouse. You know all about this plane. It looks like it's doing slow flight right now.
Well, as you can see, this is United is a super sponsor of Fleet Week. So they've provided this absolutely beautiful 777-300ER. It means extended range, and it has the new paint scheme on it. And I had the joy of just being able to be with this test demonstration team just 2 weeks ago, headed up by Scott Cardvet. And the test pilots, there's 4 test pilots that run this demonstration team. And I had a chance to go to Denver in the simulator.
The 777 is really a remarkable plane. It's still fairly new. I guess it's been out for close to 20 years or so, but it's still one of the newer models of aircraft that Boeing has put out. And one of the remarkable things is the engines. What can you tell me about that? I know that they're different from previous engines.
Yes, the 300ER is just an absolutely incredible aircraft. It's so versatile. This particular one normally weighs about 775,000 pounds, and each of those huge GE turbofan engines put out 115,000 pounds of thrust. So it can go Mach 0.89, 560 miles per hour, and a range of 8,500 miles.
And this has given us a good demonstration of how you can identify a 777 when it drops its gear, because they call it Bigfoot, right?
That's right. And so right now, the 4 demonstration test pilots, they were military test pilots before coming to United. They all have aeronautical engineering degrees. Captain Joe Sobzek, Captain Randy Abraham, Captain John Mahwini, and Captain Ty Lautzenheiser are the pilots on this, and they just did their second pass showing us. It's called the dirty pass, with the gear down, the flaps down, slow flight, and then they do a really high-pitched 30-degree angle up.
Now, just so folks know, when you go to an air show, you don't typically see a commercial airliner, let alone a 777. This is one of the, I believe, the only place in the world you can watch a United 777, any Boeing 777 do an air show, and it's really a unique situation.
That is so true, Ken. It's just an amazing opportunity for us to see and watch them really show us what the capabilities are of this aircraft. And while I was in the simulator with them, I was able to see how it's programmed inside the aircraft, that they can reference the aerobatic box and also use the iPads. But today, because it's such a beautiful day, they can actually look down and see the rectangular box that's open water, where the Coast Guard actually puts the boats around that as a reference. And one of the passes that they're also going to make is they'll come straight at the crowd about 300 miles per hour, and then they'll come and loop back around, usually going about 480 miles an hour down to 300 feet, showing off the underbelly of this beautiful airplane.
And it's so big, it looks like it's moving slow, but when you're moving 480 miles an hour, that's fast. That's very fast, right?
Absolutely. And you can see here how they're in a clean configuration, and you know, the most safe thing for aviation, of course, is a highly experienced, well-trained pilot.
Okay, it looks like we're doing a power climb right here.
That's right. About a 30-degree pitch up, climbing out up to 1,000 feet, and then they'll circle back for that belly pass that we talked about.
It really draws the distinction of what different airplanes are built for. You know, we're watching these small fighter jets whip around and make these incredible turns and all of these aerobatics. This thing, it's just crazy when you think in this modern day. We take it for granted that you can climb in on one of these things, fly halfway around the world, 16 hours, you know, land in Singapore after having 3 or 4 meals, using the restroom, taking a nap, watching about 5 movies, right? And it's carrying your bags plus other freight and mail and everything else halfway around the globe, and you get off and you're in a completely different time zone, maybe even a different day than when you left. It's just fascinating that we take all of this for granted, but you know, these planes are such amazing machines.
And, you know, passengers absolutely love this United 777-300ER. So you could just call and say, hey, I want to book a ticket on that aircraft, and it has the new Polaris seating. So it's very comfortable when you take those long flights, Ken.
Yeah, if you can get up to business class or beyond,
That's right.
You're living the life there because you're all stretched out, and
There's the pod.
makes it much more comfortable. Okay, I'm being told what's next, something with the Air Force? Feel for the Red Bull Air Force. Did I say that right? Laura, do you know what that is?
Well, usually they were earlier in the show, so...
Oh, we probably have some tape of that.
Is it the Edge 540?
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's go to that tape. More aerobatics with the littler planes. Well, these are the Navy leapfrogs. These are the guys who
no, that's
often
the Red Bull.
Oh, it's the Red Bull skydivers. My bad. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. There's the Edge 540 Red Bull. Highly versatile, highly aerobatic, highly capable light aircraft.
It's counterintuitive when they're flying upside down that you would push the stick which way to climb. You push it like you're going, you know, typically going down. You push it forward to go down. But when you're upside down, you push it forward to go up.
That's right.
If that makes any sense at all.
Yes. And, you know, these are they're 1,100 pounds and have about 340 horsepower. So they just, they can go and climb forever.
And these little guys pull a lot of G's as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a friend who flies the F-16 and the Edge both, and says that it's actually a faster roll rate on the Edge than the F-16 even.
Right. A lot more nimble. And it's crazy. A lot of these planes they're amazingly light that you could actually pick up one end of the plane and turn it all the way around by yourself.
That's right.
All right, we're going to take a quick break because we are getting ever so close to Fat Albert and the Blue Angels team coming out on the bay. Stay with us. We'll be right back on Blue Angels Live.
More amazing aerobatics coming up on Cron 4's Blue Angels Live.
Is such a versatile around the world military tool, really.
It can really be used for a lot of different things, and you know, we've talked about all the initials that the military uses in front of the P3, which is P for patrol, the F-16, F for fighter, the T-33, T for trainer, C is for cargo. And this is basically a cargo plane, but this is the plane that NOAA will fly into a hurricane to do scientific studies. They fly them for a lot of aviation atmospheric research, but in this case, obviously, it's used to haul a lot of the Blue Angels supplies around as they tour the country.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And so they use for resources this aircraft, and it's also, you know, the Super Hercules is known as a STOL aircraft, which means short takeoff and landing. Which means you don't need much runway to put that plane down or take off. That's right. So what I was shocked to find out is light, you can take this thing off in just 1,400 feet. Wow. That's like half of San Carlos or Palo Alto Airport. Yeah. To be able to get so in and out of different places around the world that it needs to for troops. Well, just a personal story. When I was stationed in the Philippines in the Navy, we flew C-130 down to the southern part of the Philippines after a hurricane hit, a typhoon in the Pacific, and it wiped out a couple fishing communities, and we flew a bunch of supplies down there. And then I just remember coming back. We were up above the clouds at night. It was a full moon, and the clouds were all lit up by the moon, and you could see the stars above. And it was one of the most satisfying feelings ever to be in a beautiful plane on a beautiful night after having done a lot of work to help communities that had been hurt by this tragedy. So it's one of the more gratifying moments that I recall being in a military aircraft. Yeah, that's amazing. They're just a beautiful plane, and it's really neat because the whole back end can be converted to all kinds of purposes. They can put in seats if they want to move people around. A lot of the troops will just lay these they're almost like benches, but they're out of canvas, and you just sit along the back of the bench with your seatbelts on, and then they fold up if they got to put pallets in with all the other things. And then to get up to the cockpit, you actually go up some steps, and the cockpit is elevated above the floor of the cargo area of the plane. And then the back end of the plane
will fold down. In fact, I remember when we came back from that trip in the Philippines, we were landing at the Naval Air Station. All of a sudden, the interior started to fill up with smoke, and we were trying to figure out what was going on. And it was right when we landed, they actually started to lower that back end while we were still taxiing to clear the smoke out from the back. And it's just some hydraulic fluid that touched something hot and created some smoke. Nothing serious, but you don't know what's going on. So here we are with the back door opening and smoke's coming out the back of the plane. It's like, okay, what's going on here? But everything was good.
That's amazing. Well, normally the C-130 has 5 crew members, 2 pilots, a flight engineer, and a navigator and a load master to make sure that, of course, all those loads that you just discussed, everything's in balance for that airplane.
And that plane is used by the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, and the Coast Guard. And the Coast Guard uses it for search and rescue. So they'll be flying that off the coast of California. There's some based at Sacramento at, I believe it's at McClellan Airport, which used to be an Air Force base, where CAL FIRE is headquartered as well, their aircraft. But the C-130s are used by a lot of different branches of the government, NOAA I mentioned as well, for a lot of different purposes. It's a very, very versatile plane.
Yes. And here we see them coming over the bridge to come back down for another pass.
It looks like he's doing kind of a high-speed run here. Do you know how fast a C-130 goes?
Well, having flown the P3, we always
compare.
Yes, so they also have Allison T56 engines, 4,500 pounds. So we would always razz the C-130 folks that their engines are upside down, and they would razz us back.
Right. That's what you do in the military. You give each other a hard time, all in good fun. All in good fun. It's just a natural competitive nature between the branches of the service. Let's go to Noelle Bello. I think we got that little bug fixed and check in with her. Noelle.
Yes. I hope it's fixed. I hope you guys can see us because we've been watching Fat Albert for the past couple of minutes here. I've got Lieutenant Commander Lance Benson. He is number 6, one of the number 6s with the Blue Angels, and he's here to just talk a little bit about this season that we've had so far now here in San Francisco. How's it feel to be here?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. I think it kind of echoing our entire season, it has been a really great opportunity to just get back outside, get the public back outside, and to experience air shows again after a year off. I know our team was super excited to get out. I think if you interview any of the folks that are in the air show industry this year, and all the kids at the shows are just ecstatic to finally get back out and do this again. So it's been really fun.
Well, this is a really fun part. We see Fat Albert, and then of course the Blue Angels will come shortly here after. You say Fat Albert though is one the kids usually really like.
Oh man, it is, especially the little kids at the shows. You get up, the crowd line, start signing some autographs, and
here he comes.
Oh, one second. Yeah, when you start to interact with those young kids at the end of the show, they are absolutely obsessed with Fat Albert. It is their favorite plane. So.
Well, and there are new planes here that you guys are flying. Talk to me a little bit about this because you've been with the Blue Angels since 2015. So you've flown with the older planes, and now you've been helping training with these new ones. Talk to me a little bit about how it's feeling to be in the new planes.
Yeah, it's incredible. So not only is it our 75th anniversary, but we've got a new Fat Albert, which is the new C-130J. And our jets are new as well, so we finally transitioned over to the Super Hornets. So the difference between the old jets and the new jets is really they are a little bit more dependable since they're a little bit younger and newer. The transition over, as you see today, if anybody's been out to the shows in the past years, the jets are going to look much larger. They're a little bit noisier than the old jets, but they are incredibly fun to watch. A little bit more power, a little bit faster, a little bit bigger. So it's been a fun experience to kind of see both sides of that. Okay. I think probably one of the coolest things is now we've got a little bit more fly-by-wire, so some of the maneuvers that you see out there are a little bit more computer-enabled, but it's pretty close to the same show as before.
What's one of your favorite formations to fly?
Well, when I was in the Diamond, the 360 and the fan are kind of those signature maneuvers for the Diamond themselves, and then for the solo side of flying, I like the high alpha and the H rolls, which One of those is opposing, and the other one's when they're parked up nose high, really slow.
Okay, I just love when they're up high and it looks like they're just weightless sitting up there. It's almost like an optical illusion.
Yeah, some of it is. So we're using a little bit of trickology there as well, you know.
So you've flown here in San Francisco before?
Yeah, I've got a couple shows here. I actually flew the photo platform yesterday, trying to get some good media from yesterday. This show site it's one of the best. You know, very few individuals get a chance to fly out here over the water, see the city in the background, and then of course flying around the Golden Gate and the Bay Bridge it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know?
Does it make it a little trickier though with our bridges and all the boats out?
Yeah, definitely the bridges. So the boats actually surprisingly help. So as you're looking out there, the aerobatic box itself is something like a rectangle looking down on top of it. And as everybody gets out here and starts watching the show, it actually helps to outline the area that we're supposed to be in a little bit better than, say, on Thursdays and Fridays.
Like a runway almost for you guys.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a little bigger than that, but it helps. So it's kind of nice to see that. And then the bridges are a little bit more of an impact, and we've got a couple tall buildings, obviously, in downtown. And then there's the huge tower, I guess, to the south and west of us a little bit. But other than that, it's not horrible, but there's definitely some stuff to watch for.
Well, Mother Nature cooked up a beautiful day for us here in San Francisco. There's just a little bit of wind. I know yesterday was a little foggier.
Yeah.
So today, talk to me about conditions and how important that is to have a perfect day for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. You know, a lot of it depends on the weather itself. So we look at both the ceiling and the visibility. Our ceiling, the FAA typically allows us to come all the way down to 1,000 feet. Yeah. So we can have an overcast, but because we've got 6 jets operating in a very small airspace, our primary thing that will keep us from flying a show is if we can't see each other when we're outside of 3 miles. So we really got to have a minimum of 3 miles to make it safe. We also have to take into account some of the other things that are happening there too.
Is this who we've been waiting for?
This is it.
It's amazing.
So can you hear me?
I can, yeah, we can hear you.
So the solos are kicking it off now with the opposing 360. You're going to see them cross really tight back out here just to...
just behind us.
Yeah, just behind us.
Showing off.
Yeah. So one of those 2 maneuvers we talked about for the Diamonds coming up next, the Diamond 360.
Okay.
They're back over here, but they're going to set up and come from right to left, and that's one of those tightest maneuvers. I heard somebody talking about 18 inches, so to put that in perspective, for the guys on the left side, the lower side of that diamond, if you reach up at the end of your fingertips is about where the underside of the wing is at.
Wow.
So pretty tight.
Is that nerve-wracking, or do you just live for this?
Say that again.
Is that nerve-wracking, or do you just live for this? I mean, I feel like if you're a Blue Angel, you probably woke up one day and just said, this is exactly what I want to do.
Well, it's a little nerve-wracking, but the reality is we've got so many reps doing it and a lot of training and a lot of practice. And before that even started, a lot of years flying in the Navy. So there's a lot of concentration that goes into it for sure.
Definitely, it shows because it is absolutely perfect, precise. They're about to come right around one more time for us. Ken and Laura, I'm going to send it back to you because I know, I'm sure from where you guys are sitting, you guys are seeing it pretty wonderfully too, but hey, sorry, I got the best seat in the house right now.
Yeah, you do. You can't, we can't beat your view. If you could keep the commander by, because it'll be great to hear his commentary as they go through all of these maneuvers. Laura had a question for the commander.
Yes, well, I know that everybody's listening and directing internally on internal comms as well. I'm just wondering what that's like. I know that also is extremely tight choreographed with communications up there.
I think that's a question for you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So everything that they're doing is off of comm. So it's not reactive in the sense that boss isn't turning and they aren't reacting to his turns. He's making the comm calls real time, and they are moving the stick and making the jets move in these.
It's extremely loud out here, guys. guys. So I do want to say, Lieutenant Commander, I like she just said, having to maneuver through all those different, not just what you're experiencing, but what people are telling you. Just give people an idea of what that feels like in the moment, though.
Yeah, so, the concentration level is so high, you start to put all the physiological things behind you, and you really get used to it. It's almost like muscle memory, like shooting a free throw or throwing a baseball or football. Your body really starts to get used to it. As you do the demo day after day, you know exactly where it's going to hurt and where it's not going to hurt, so it kind of helps.
Earlier today, I was speaking with one of my other coworkers who got to do a ride-along, and he said when he did it a couple of years ago, he was sweating by the end of it. But you guys, cool as a cucumber.
I wish. The air conditioner, if that's what you want to call it, isn't the greatest, and all the concentration definitely it leads to a wet back at the very least when you're done.
What are they doing here?
That was the diamond roll.
Okay.
Yep, the next, see, right out of the roll, so the solos are setting up for the inverted to inverted here. They'll be coming from left and right, and they'll be upside down at center point.
Okay. Ken, Laura, I know that you guys are, go ahead.
Well, I was just curious, when he's talking about the internal comms, the communication as they're going through these routines, when they're about to make a turn, what do they actually say? Is it a countdown like 3, 2, 1, turn, or I'm just wondering if he could describe how those comms sound. What do they actually say when they're making turns?
Yeah, so it really depends on how aggressive the turn is, but an example would be coming left, and as he says coming left, that's the preparatory command, and then as there's a silent go in cadence, everybody's moving the stick. So coming left, go, but you're not going to hear go over the radio.
So you just kind of have to count it down and know.
Yeah, you're simply after you've flown the reps together so often, you get really used to boss's cadence. So he says coming left, go, and on the silent go, everybody's stick is moving, and depending on the side of the formation, you're on a couple other things, but that's kind of...
what are they doing now? We don't see... Oh, there they come.
They should be setting up for the DAR. Yep, diamond aileron roll.
Fantastic.
I'm not sure. I'm thinking somebody had an issue on deck because, we weren't watching when they came over. I'm not sure if they started with 6 and someone went back to get another jet, or if they showed up with 5. But
well, there's a few coming around here.
We got the solos setting up for the Fortis now. We have one guy right side up and one guy inverted with their gear down from the right. And then I'm not really sure where the 6 jet is. I'm guessing he stayed on deck to troubleshoot something on deck.
Okay, and so hopefully all that gets troubleshooted and he'll just join in whatever formation is.
Yeah, and we've got an extra jet sitting out there as well, so he should be able to either fix the one he's in or grab the other one. So he'll show up eventually, all else being equal.
Never good to hear that you're having an issue with a new plane.
Right. There's always small things, you don't really want to do a demo if there's going to be any issue at all, so we always try to play it safe.
Go ahead, Ken.
Well, I had heard that they often mix up the routine. It's not always the same, just to keep everybody sharp and paying attention, because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, people start to get a little bit lax. Is that true? They mix up the routine every time?
So our routine is pretty much the same every single day, and that's what allows us to pick that up and just shift it on the map to a new show site. We do change it based on the weather and what altitudes we have, so we'll take the high stuff out, for example. Today we should have a full high show, no fog moving in, so we should be good for the whole day. So it'll be the full show, and then we would take maneuvers away as the weather restricts us.
So even though each space is pretty different, obviously Bay Area being a completely different space than other parts of the country, you still are doing the exact same maneuvers, just kind of...
The maneuvers themselves are very similar to the exact same thing. Now, for example, there's a lot of buildup behind the crowd. We call this behind the crowd, where everybody's watching from. So you've got all the buildings and everything that get in the way. And because of that, the profiles may change a little.
What's this happening here?
This is the dirty loop.
weightless feeling I love to see. Are they upside down right now?
Yeah, they're upside down. They've got their gear down, and they're coming back down now. And
go ahead, Laura.
Since we're celebrating and flying here the Super Hornet ENF models, are they just as maneuverable? I know they're 30% larger with 50% more range, but do they feel basically the same?
so I think I heard you ask if they're just as maneuverable as the Hornets, and they're almost exactly the same in terms of their maneuverability.
They're incredible, and with the newer, larger aircraft, with those 22,000 pounds of thrust each engine, we certainly can feel and hear the excitement.
It is, we can feel it for sure. You can definitely feel it. You can definitely hear it. They get so close to these boats, and just that has to feel incredible to be that close in an airplane.
So it does look close, but the reality is that box is pretty big. So it's a bit of parallax here. The only boats that they're really getting close to, that center point boat out there in the center, the Coast Guard boat, and then there's a couple other out there that are lined up to give them a secondary line.
They've got lines here. So I think we're about to see another three. They're rolling.
Yep, double Farvel. You've got 1 and 4 that are upside down coming down the line now.
Right?
But look at this. How are they in formation right now?
Oh,
inverted.
Just realized they're upside down.
Yes.
What's that formation?
The double Farvel.
And it's inverted, a couple of them. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Hey, Commander,
Laura,
I wanted to...
Ken, I've, like I told you.
I cut out for a second there. I was just going to mention that after another plane goes by, the commander's talking about these performances here, but all of the pilots are frontline aviators. They've all done carrier landings. They all have been in regular military operations out in the field, and we saw when they flew by that they actually had their tail hooks dragging when they had their landing gear down in the dirty flight. So I just wondered if you could just talk about that. These are all frontline fighter pilots who are now doing this as a temporary position, correct?
There they go.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear us. We can hear you. What did we just see here? Because they just did a corkscrew up that way.
Yeah, that was the opposing min radius turn, and I didn't catch the full question there towards the end.
Well, it's pretty noisy. I'll try one more time. If you don't get it the second time, I'll give up. But I'm just saying that these are pilots who are out there on the front lines, who do carrier landings, are involved in real-world military operations. The Blue Angels job is temporary, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Most of the guys have between 6 and 10 years when they first join the team. They'll do 2 to 3 years on the team, and then they'll head back to the fleet, either supporting operations forward deployed, or they'll go back to a job on the east or west coast in Lemoore or Virginia Beach, Lemoore, California, or Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Because you said you had been with the Blue Angels and then you left for a bit, but came back this year to help out, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay. And so will you continue with them after this year?
I'm finishing this season with them just to help out and support with some stuff, and then at the end of the season I'll transition back to an instructor job.
Okay, very cool. And what is it like instructing these new pilots to do what you do?
For the demo itself, you know, it's a crawl, walk, run type of thing. You know, you start off very basic, and the reality is
a close one.
reality is, as you start to train them, we actually put them further away than what they are used to flying in the fleet, and we'll slowly work it in tighter and tighter as they begin to develop some confidence in themselves and as the maneuvers progress.
It's got to be a wonderful confidence booster once you get to this level and you're able to perform in this way.
Yeah, you know, getting to the first show every year with the 2 or 3 new guys in the demo, it's always it's a big boost for those guys to actually realize all the hard work they put in, kind of coming together.
Is this one of those things when they asked to see if you could come back and help? Well, I don't know if it was an ask or a tell.
Yeah, it was an ask, actually, so it worked out. Yeah.
But was that something that you immediately jumped at the chance to do it again?
My immediate reaction was I want to, but I got to ask my wife. And then after she said yes, we were on board with it.
Yeah.
Ken and Laura?
And it looks like they're about to do the echelon roll now. Beautiful. And we've got the 4th aircraft in the Diamond.
Where are we at?
Oh, yep, back there.
Yep, looks like, I'm guessing that was 2 that fell out, so we got 4 back together, and this is going to be the changeover roll.
What does it feel like when you're going up that vertical like that?
So the up isn't the big thing. Being on the inside of that roll, so 2, 3, and 4 at the beginning, instead of pulling, they're kind of pushing and driving the aircraft, which is not normal.
Not a normal feeling.
Yeah.
Best way to describe it.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's better not to
What's
say
this one
anything
called?
when it's just so nice.
Yes.
Those were the sneak passes. We had 5 go from left to right at about 50 feet, just under Mach, and then 6 passed over the top and climbed up to about 15,000 feet.
Wow. How fast was that?
Just under 700.
Wow. Incredible. Like Ken said, it really is. Once it starts and you just watch some of the more delicate ones go, you can't do anything but just sit in awe at what you guys are doing.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're setting up for the line abreast loop here to the right side. So 5, the one that just went by real fast, has joined the Diamond, and they're going to set up for a loop.
Got a flock of birds coming too.
Yeah.
Perfect flying V.
It's beautiful. Heart pounding, exciting, adrenaline.
Beautiful. The view they've got is second to none, I feel like, when they're up there.
Yeah, pretty cool going over that bridge on the left side too, right? That's one of the more difficult maneuvers, surprisingly, and they made it look pretty good.
Made it look
It was
perfect.
precise and perfect,
Yeah.
I would say.
Right.
Hey, Commander, it looks perfect to us.
Ken
on
and
the
Laura,
ground.
I know you guys have seen this before.
Yeah, and I'm just curious about how you guys debrief after these things, because, you know, we're watching and we think it's flawless. I'm sure you can nitpick a couple things here and there.
Yeah.
How does the debriefing go? Do you learn something every time?
Yeah, so typically, so we've got a camera right at center point. They're back behind me just a little bit, about 100 feet over there. And we get the whole team back together after the end of the day, and we run that video through to, our goal is to see what the what the people in the crowd are seeing. So our goal at the end of the day is to make it look better for those that are watching than for us. So you know, there are very few guys and girls that have sat in that room. So the level of nitpickiness that we get to is pretty high, and we can often pick things out that most people don't see, but that's kind of the pursuit of perfection that
Ooh, what's that one called?
What'd you say?
What was that one called?
This is the vertical break.
And the Blue Angels are made up of...
Yep, we've got all 6 of the jets back in the show here.
Doing a little fleur-de-lis there.
Yeah.
And this is the 75th year of the Blue Angels.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
Yeah. A perfect milestone with the new planes. And are there new maneuvers here than previous?
No new maneuvers. We've changed a couple of them, but they're going to look pretty close to the same.
What's happening here?
So these guys are joining back up out here in front of us, but the solos are in. They're about ready to do the vertical pitch.
Is it something to vie for to be one of the solos?
There may be a strong desire to do that, but each position in the entire show has a unique thing that only that person can do or does do. There are a lot of people, just from the looks of it, that think that solo would be the funnest job, and I'm not going to speak to either side because I'll get in trouble, but there are some really cool things that the solos do that the Diamond doesn't do, and the close proximity flying that the Diamond does is unlike anything else. So it does look cooler to the eye, but there are some really cool things that the other guys do that may not even be seen in the show.
I mean, it's all spectacular.
Yeah.
Definitely. Ken and Laura, I know you guys have been watching this show for years and years. I feel like it never gets old, though.
No, never. It's incredible because you see just the precision and the excitement of what they're doing up there.
It's a perfect combination of human and machine working in unison, making something really special, and just showing what the human mind can envision and create and make. That you can make a machine that you can put yourself in and go 700 miles an hour 18 inches apart. It's pretty incredible.
Very incredible.
What's this one?
And it's
this
so
is the end of the barrel roll break.
The solos coming back around now too.
Yeah, they're right behind you, coming in from the right. Keep your eye on that one.
Okay.
Sneak.
Oh. I thought it was one.
We were about in the right spot there.
You guys, we are that close to this, and I thought that was one jet until
the entire time, right?
Yes.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, it just depends on what part of where you're viewing it from. Sometimes it looks great, sometimes it doesn't. But.
No, I legitimately thought that was just one of the jets, but it was both of the solos that close together.
Yeah.
What a tandem, and how you gotta really know what the other is gonna do, right?
Yeah, some of it's a little bit of trickery too, with just parallax, essentially the angle that we're looking at.
Yeah.
They're a little bit further away than it looks, but it's pretty cool.
All right, guys, thank you so much. We thought it was one, too, because the camera shot was exactly the same vantage point that you saw. It looked like one plane, and we went, whoa, it just separated from itself. How did that happen? We're going to take a very quick timeout and get a commercial break in, but we have the grand finale coming up in a little bit of Blue Angels Live right here on Cron 4. We'll be right back.
More amazing aerobatics coming up on Cron 4's Blue Angels Live. We now return to Cron 4's Blue Angels Live.
Welcome back to Cron 4's coverage of the Blue Angels and Fleet Week Air Show. I'm Ken Wayne, along with Laura Einsettler. We're joining you live from San Francisco, covering a beautiful day in the city and all the activity going on the waterfront. Let's check in with Noelle Bello and get her perspective down there at Aquatic Park. Noelle.
Hey, Ken. Yeah, this afternoon, you know, it's already been a wonderful show, and we've got so much more left to see. It's a little smoky here right now after all we just saw, but I got to tell you, Aquatic Park is packed in front of me. You can't see it because behind me you're seeing the beautiful boats, and something that I've really noticed out here since I've been is just how close these planes get to the boats on the water. It's a little nerve-wracking, you know, when you first see it, because you're making sure that everyone's going to be okay. Down here, it just got loud out here. Again, this is going to be such a fun day. Much more loud noises and amazing aerobatics to come. But I'm going to send it back to you guys so you can let us know what is coming up next. But I'm sure it's going to be incredible. Ken,
all right,
Laura?
Noel. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty funny. It reminds me back in the day I worked near Castle Air Force Base down in Fresno, and they flew B-52s out of there. And you would be standing having a conversation with somebody, and then here comes a B-52, and you just stop and stare at each other for about 30 seconds until it goes by, because there's no point in trying to speak when a B-52 is flying over your head. And that's kind of the same situation right now. All right, I understand that the F-16 is up right now. Let's go to that picture. This is live, and the F-16, of course, is an Air Force plane. Laura, what do you know about the F-16?
Well, today we know that Major Garrett Schmitz, a.k.a. Toro, is flying for the Viper F-16 team right now. It's an incredible Air Force trainer that has been around since the 1970s. And, you know, it has 28,000 pounds of thrust on that single engine.
Yeah,
So,
it's a real pretty plane. It's very sleek as well. You can see it right there. The F-15 is the twin-engine Air Force plane. That's the Eagle. I forgot what the F-16 is.
Fighting Falcon?
Fighting Falcon,
Yeah.
That's right. But they call this the Viper. Why is that?
The Viper, yeah, because it looks so sleek, like a viper snake.
And this thing was built for the Air Force as a fighter jet, right? Or is it just a trainer?
No, this is absolutely a fighter jet. They load up. It goes Mach 2, and Mach 2. Can you imagine?
Mach 2, twice the speed of sound. So that's somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,400 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Roughly, because you figure the speed of sound. I know the speed of sound changes depending on the air pressure and the altitude you're at and all of that. But roughly, the speed of sound is a little more than 700 miles an hour. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can climb at over 20,000 feet per minute and
goodness.
light all the way up to 50,000 feet. Just point it up, afterburner, and go.
So just for my perspective, I fly a Cessna 182 with the top speed of like 120 knots, which is not very fast, and I climb at 500 feet a minute. This thing climbs at 20,000 feet a minute.
Yes.
That's a big difference.
It's like flying on a rocket, I think.
Yeah, you point it up and you go. It's a really, really pretty plane, and it's still in service in the military. And it's been around a long time, hasn't it?
It has been around, yeah, since the 70s, and it really has been the excellent fighter jet for the Air Force. And as you can see, he's showing off the performance of the F-16. They, when they're doing the demos like this, they take off the two external fuel tanks, and they just run off the little bit of fuel on the internal, and obviously don't carry missiles. And so it can go for as much as 30 minutes in afterburner and up to an hour and a half before they have to refuel.
When you say afterburner, that's basically full throttle, everything the engine's got, sucking as much fuel as it can handle, right?
That's right.
So full power for 30 minutes, that seems like a really long time.
Yes, well, you know, during these demos, they use a lot of afterburner. So he's showing off all the capabilities you can see there.
And you see the little water vapor cloud on the top of the wing. Explain how that happens. We have a clear day, and it's making its own little condensation there.
Yeah, that's the basically Venturi effect, right, over the wings. And so you have the moisture coming off the wings, making the vapor like that. It's just beautiful.
And for people who see the planes flying and they see just a commercial jet flying across the sky with that trail behind it, that's water condensation as well, right?
Yes.
I know we're going to get the letters and emails from the chemtrail people, but it's just water vapor, correct?
It's just like your car on a cold day. When your car exhaust makes the white clouds there, so do aircraft.
Or when you're standing outside in Tahoe on a cold day and you breathe, and that's just water vapor. When a hot jet engine is up there at 40,000 feet, and the air goes through the jet engine, comes out the other side, it's heated and it comes out back into the cold air, and that's the water vapor.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. Hopefully we dispelled some of those conspiracy theories out there. I understand we're now going to the T-38, which T-33, my mistake. And T, again, we're getting into the acronyms. The P was for patrol. We just had the F-16. F is for fighter. And the T stands for trainer.
Trainer.
Yeah. So what do we know about the T-33? This is an old school plane, isn't it?
Yeah, it was actually one of the very first jet train. Well, it was the very first jet trainer, and this is Greg Coiler, who's flying this beautiful T-33 performance today. And I just found out last night that Greg's actually been an air traffic controller for a long time.
Huh.
So every now and again, you have air traffic crossing over with the pilot world.
Yeah, it's funny because you talk to air traffic controllers, and a lot of them are not pilots and kind of don't understand your situation sometimes when you're communicating with them. But when you are a pilot and an air traffic controller is a pilot, they can relate that if you're trying to get something done, and it makes a little bit better experience when you're trying to communicate, right?
It's absolutely great. Anytime you can have dual or even triple qualifications in the aviation arena, it just makes things even more safer.
Wow, he's really zooming along there. You get the perspective when you can see something against the plane that's not moving. It gives you a sense of just how fast he's going. You said this was the first jet trainer, so I'm guessing the jet age really started to come around in the 50s, right? Is that about correct? So this is what maybe Korean War era pilots were learning in?
Absolutely, yes. And he has the smoke on, so you can see that. And Greg gets down pretty low.
And talk about the smoke. This is actually some kind of a mineral oil or something that is just heated up that creates that kind of vapor?
Yeah, it's almost like a vegetable oil. So it's safe for the environment.
Okay.
It just allows us to see the aircraft better.
And see the direction that it's gone, and a lot of times when you're doing the loops and so on, it really gives you, especially when it's still and not so windy, you can see exactly the precision that these planes follow. I mean, they'll make a perfect oval in the sky, and it's just amazing that they're able to hold that while they're pulling the G's and putting this plane through the paces and just executing that thing so perfectly.
It's so much fun. We're gonna roll your the Cessna 182 soon, Ken. We're gonna go up and do it.
All right. So we just mentioned Jonathan McCall a moment ago, and we talked about he had a chance to fly with the Blue Angels. Let's take a look at his trip.
Oh.
Really excited, really pumped, and yeah, just ready to get it done.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, getting a chance to ride shotgun with the world-famous Navy Blue Angels.
And you just have to let go and do everything really quick.
Before the flight, there's plenty of preparation. First, instructions on how to avoid blacking out inside of the cockpit, which buttons I could and could not touch, and what to do just in case of an emergency. After that, it was go time. Jumping into my jumpsuit, the same size from when I was in the Navy. From there, it was a short walk to the flight line to climb inside of an F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet. This Blue Angels fleet, all brand new. In fact, I'm just the second person in the Bay Area to ride in one. After popping my helmet on, I got some last-minute instructions.
So we're down to like 2 more passes.
Okay.
They're going to do the Delta Breakout over Alcatraz next, I think. We were talking about changing it up yesterday, and I wasn't in the brief today since I wasn't at the airfield.
Okay.
So we'll see where they place it, but it may come right over Alcatraz or maybe more over Angel Island. We'll have to see. And then we'll have one last flat pass, and that'll be it.
And that'll be it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this has been an incredible show. I got to say, standing right here and watching them be so close to one another in that last formation, I almost 10-stepped myself just because you can see. I know you keep saying it's further away, but not used to seeing planes or jets that close to each other, you know? So it's an experience, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Laura, I think you and I are going to have to, I'm going to start petitioning to try and fly with them too. It sounds like so much fun. I'm jealous I haven't done it yet.
Yes, and I love flying
Any suggestions
formation.
for people who get to fly with the Blue Angels?
Oh, there you go. The yeah, it's pretty much submitted by the air show. The air show, to my knowledge, are the ones that submit the names, and then there's a entire process that goes through as it gets chosen on the way to us. So we get the names at the last minute, and they tell us who we're gonna fly, and it's kind of how it works.
Are people ever too nervous? Oh, here they come, I think.
You know, that flight typically with number 7 is catered to the individual to make it fun. We want it to be a lasting experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Here they come. I think they're setting up on Alcatraz.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
That is cool. Wow. That is amazing.
Wow. We've got one more to wait for.
Yep, they're gonna. They should be coming from our left side, just over the southern side of the Golden Gate. They'll just do a flat pass along here, and then they're going back down to Oakland to land. We're operating out of the Oakland runways this weekend.
I was out there back in 2019 when you guys arrived there, and I was one of the only camera crews out there, so I felt like I had my own personal show with you guys, because when you landed and you come in, you do make that grand entrance.
Yeah, and there are plenty of people out there lining the fences every time we take off and return out there, so it's always exciting for them as well.
I was gonna say, it's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's great, especially getting all the kids out there. We see them smiling and waving, so it's great.
Definitely.
Hey, Commander, I'm curious, that was such a
pass.
stunning shot coming over Alcatraz like that. How many places in the country where you go do you have that opportunity to use a local geographic landmark to use as that I don't know what that maneuver?
Yeah. So this is pretty much it. There are a few places where we're a little bit hidden from the terrain that's out in front of the crowd, but this is it in terms of a really specific, you know, I don't know what the best word would be, but a specific
landmark.
Yeah, landmark. That's what I'm looking for. A specific landmark that we're definitely flying over that everybody recognizes.
Here they come. I saw it was the 6th, so he, whatever issue may have happened, he made it.
There we go.
Rounds of applause we can hear even from far away out here. Absolutely beautiful. This has been such a pleasure to be chatting with you and getting a little bit more information. I feel like I know so much more about how difficult and what a feat it is to pull off a show like this. It's incredible what you guys do.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to be out here. Thank you guys for having us.
Of course. Ken and Laura?
Fantastic, good stuff. Commander, if I have the opportunity to bump into you, I'll follow that Navy tradition and buy you a drink.
Yes.
Because that's what you do after you have a good day, right?
Absolutely.
An amazing, amazing show. Noelle, you did a fantastic job your first time, and you nailed it. Laura, what'd you think?
Absolutely gorgeous. So there's nothing like seeing the Navy Blue Angels, and especially with the Super Hornet now, they even look that much larger, that much louder, and they seem that much faster in their maneuvers.
It's a beautiful airplane, does amazing things, but you got to give it to the pilots because they're the ones who are running the show there and making the plane do what it does, and just a brilliant job, and you couldn't ask for a better day in the city. Just fantastic.
A perfect day, and yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us for more Blue Angels Live here on Cron 4.
More amazing aerobatics coming up on Cron 4's Blue Angels Live.
Really good, wasn't it, Laura?
Absolutely gorgeous. We couldn't have asked for a better day, and we're so thrilled to be able to have Fleet Week celebrations again this year.
Talk about the whole air show routine, because we didn't get to have it last year, and this is one of the most popular air shows really in the world. And I can tell you that we're streaming this on our Cron On app, and the air show people, I was talking to them, they said there are people around the world watching this live because there are air show fans far beyond North America, and they recognize this San Francisco event as one of the premier air shows in the world, and they all wanted to watch it. So the air show people posted, how to link to our streaming service so they can watch this. But air shows are coming back, right? So what are you hearing out there in the air show buzz in the community out there?
Well, absolutely. With the pandemic, aviation was just really hit very hard. And so we're just happy to be able to have passengers coming back, traveling, people feeling more confident and comfortable. And we absolutely need all of our air shows back for the future of aviation.
And, we put on our jackets here. You actually have a real flight jacket, and this is a lieutenant in the Navy. You got your bars here.
Fly Bunny.
Fly Bunny, and the different squadrons you've flown with.
Well, this is a dedication to the military.
Okay.
My jacket. There's a lot of SR-71 things on here, U-2, F-18s, and all that good stuff.
This is my 40-year-old utility Navy jacket. It has,
very nice.
My first duty station was Adak, Alaska, with Navy Broadcasting. This was the ship, guided missile cruiser I was on, the USS Biddle. And I don't have any of my Philippine stuff with the Far East Network over at Subic Bay. But I just want to point out, and the people who are watching are obviously have an interest in aviation and flying, and there are so many career opportunities right now, especially for pilots, because there's increased demand now that travel is back, and there's a lot of pilots that have retired or gotten out since the pandemic, and now they need pilots, but not just pilots, all kinds of jobs related to aviation, air traffic control, airport management, maintenance, all of that kind of stuff. So talk about what's going on in the world of aviation, and particularly in the military. I mean, it's great that you can actually get paid to learn to fly and get paid to fly some really sophisticated airplanes or work on sophisticated airplanes.
Well, absolutely. So there's two different routes that people can take, either the military or civilian. If you're interested in getting into aviation careers, or of kids that are coming up through the ranks that show a real interest in airplanes or space. Mm-hmm. And so they can either go through different military branches or they can go the civilian route, and you can call up a local flight training school, and around the Bay Area here there's tons of them. Yeah. Just ask for the best instructors, or air traffic control or maintenance or avionics, anything that you're interested in, and come out and take a look.
There are grants and scholarships for all of those different careers, and obviously if you want to do the military route, they'll pay you, which is even better. Of course, you have a commitment to make to the military once you're done with that. But there are all kinds of different things that you could do. Now we're looking at the P3 and the P8. We talked about that earlier, the patrol planes that fly out over the Pacific. And the different kinds of aviation careers, you can break it up into like a million different parts, because there's all those different kinds of planes, all kinds of different missions, and it's not just about fighter aircraft. There's surveillance, there's reconnaissance, there's humanitarian, a lot of humanitarian things that you can do as a pilot, and the Civil Air Patrol. There's a lot of Civil Air Patrol squadrons around the Bay Area where you can fly smaller planes or work with people who are flying those small planes. They do a lot of stuff after disasters. They're putting planes up for surveillance during wildfires, after earthquakes, after floods, and that kind of thing. And they do a lot of search and rescue. And if you're interested in communications, radio operations, all kinds of aspects that have to do with those kinds of missions, not just flying, there's those careers as well. So I'm just throwing all this stuff out here because we have an opportunity to try to get people who may have some kind of interest in aviation and may not know what they want to do with their careers or want to transition to a new career. Even if you're more middle-aged, you could still make that transition.
Absolutely correct, because there's business aviation as well, and there's going to be, especially in about 5 years from now, we're going to really need everybody that's interested trained up and ready to rock and roll. And aviation is such a great thing around the world, and there's so many different ways that it's actually helping communities, helping boost areas and countries.
And we see what's going on with Elon Musk and all the space programs and so on. But and the other thing about aviation that I find really interesting is that how they're trying to become more green. They've been trying for a long time. It's a steep hill to climb to get the kind of performance out of a fuel source that can keep an airplane flying. And the battery situation and solar energy and electric and all of that, they're working on it. There's a lot of progress has been made that eventually we're going to get there. We're not there yet, but they're working on it. So hopefully we can end some of the issues with air pollution and carbon emissions and all that. I know the commercial aircraft have gotten a lot cleaner and a lot more fuel efficient over the past couple of decades.
Yes, that's right. The engine manufacturers have developed new ways of different biofuels, testing different things out as we're going along. And just like in the auto industry, as you said, Ken, it will take time, but we will get there.
Yeah, can't wait for that. Especially with the price of fuel. You think car gas is expensive?
Wow. Oh, yeah. Well, that 777, 340,000 pounds of fuel.
Wow.
That's about 48,000 gallons it holds for one flight. So that's quite the fuel bill.
Yeah. Well, my airplane holds 84 gallons. I burn about 11, 12 gallons an hour flying. So right now gas is $5 a gallon plus, maybe $5.50 a gallon. So I'm looking at about $400 to fill up, my little airplane. I can fly 1,000 miles and I can fly for about 6 hours, which is pretty good. I can fly to Southern California and back on a tank of fuel, but still, it's not cheap.
That's right. I know. So we find different ways to make it work, right?
And when somebody's paying you to fly and they're paying for the fuel, that makes it a lot better.
That does make it a little bit sweeter. Well, we just love aviation, and we're aviation geeking out over here, and so we're trying to encourage everyone else to join us in our aviation love world here.
Yeah, and those boats, they use a lot of fuel too, so it's not just RVs, motorcycles, you name it.
That's
if
right.
You gotta have gas, it's going to be expensive. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and wrap it up here on Cron 4 Blue Angels Live. We'll be right back.
More amazing aerobatics coming up on Cron 4's Blue Angels Live. 4 is giving you the best seat in the house for a live air show. This is the Blue Angels Live.
Thanks for watching. Ken
Thank
Wayne,
you.
Laura Heinz Sedler. Have a great day.